Let's talk about Elizabeth Warren. 2020 Democratic candidate Elizabeth Warren has refused an invitation to do a town hall on Fox News. And there's a lot to discuss here. And I'm very interested in many of the elements that are going on here. So you might remember that not long ago, weeks, was it a couple months, time's flying, 2020 Democratic candidate Bernie Sanders did a Fox News town hall. And he absolutely crushed it. He had the entire room clapping for Medicare for all. He schooled the moderators, Martha McCallum and Brett Baer, on everything from healthcare to taxes to economics. I mean, really just everything. It went really, really well for Bernie Sanders, and it went really poorly for Fox News. Elizabeth Warren has been invited to do her own town hall on Fox News, and she's taking a different approach. She has turned it down, and she says Fox News is a hate-for-profit racket that gives a megaphone to racists and conspiracists, which of course is completely true. But there's still a question of whether Elizabeth Warren might benefit in the net by appearing on Fox News and talking about what are mostly very good ideas that she has as compared to ignoring Fox News altogether. Now, this is so funny. There are people attacking me on Twitter already. Like, I haven't even commented on the Elizabeth Warren Fox News town hall thing. I'm commenting on it now. And people are tweeting me saying, David, you are going to be a hypocrite because you praised Bernie Sanders for doing the town hall, and you're going to praise Elizabeth Warren for not doing the town hall. But remember, what I said when Bernie did the town hall is I think that there are two legitimate perspectives here. Do the town hall knowing that Fox News is the propaganda arm of the Trump administration, because you're making the calculation that you'd rather reach some portion of their audience that is convincible, even though it's a total hate-for-profit racket, as Elizabeth Warren points out. That's a legitimate idea, legitimate point of view. It's also legitimate to say, I'm not going to implicitly or explicitly give attention to this propaganda network, nor allow them to use me to continue their hate-for-profit racket. Both are legitimate, but you don't have to take my word for it. Let's actually look at what I said the day I covered the Bernie Sanders town hall. But there were sort of two main arguments leading up to this about whether Bernie Sanders should or shouldn't appear. The argument against Bernie appearing is a very simple one, which is Fox News is the propaganda arm of the Trump administration. It is not going to be a town hall that is sort of fairly set up. It is going to be an audience that is going to have handpicked people from political groups, including Turning Point USA, which happened. It's going to be one that most likely will turn into a two-on-one sort of argument between two Fox News moderators and Bernie Sanders, which it did. And it's a net loss. Don't give them the ratings by appearing. That was the argument against Bernie appearing. On the other side, the argument for Bernie appearing is, listen, these are people who otherwise may never even get a real understanding from Bernie himself about what his policies are. Most people, not in the physical audience, but in the Fox News television audience, probably are not going to be voting for the Democrat in November of 2020. But if Bernie can convince just 1 or 2% of the people in the audience, it's worthwhile, and he could reach people that otherwise will never have anything break their echo chamber, pierce their propaganda. And therefore, it's worth Bernie appearing. Both are respectable and defensible points of view. So again, both are legitimate strategies. Each candidate should handle it how they see fit. They don't owe Fox News anything. Their calculation should be, what do they want to do? How do they want to use Fox News, if at all, to push their agenda and to push their platform? And if they don't want to do it, that's perfectly reasonable. Now, there will be all of the normal responses to Elizabeth Warren's decision that we can imagine and we would expect. Elizabeth Warren is scared, or she's avoiding debates in town halls. Well, Elizabeth Warren has done endless town halls, and she's faced countless questions. She recently took questions completely unprepared when her plane from, I believe it was D.C. or LaGuardia to Charleston, I believe it was, got very, very delayed. She held an impromptu town hall. She's faced questions from adversarial people and people on her side. Saying that in particular she believes Fox News is a bad faith actor is very different than saying she's afraid of or won't participate in town halls or adversarial interviews. You also have to consider, and this is something that I've not seen talked about since this story broke, given how poorly the Bernie Sanders town hall went for Fox News, I mean, a room full of people clapping for Medicare for all, and clapping for Bernie Sanders on Fox News. That's not great for Fox News. I would be shocked if Fox allowed an Elizabeth Warren town hall to go the same way that the Bernie Sanders town hall went. My guess is that they would be much more prepared to really make her look bad in a way that they were unable to make Bernie Sanders look bad. Now, Elizabeth Warren is smart enough and quick enough that she still would probably do okay, but I think that that's also probably a consideration. In the last 7 days, as you may have noticed, I have been pushed more and more in the direction of Elizabeth Warren. I still find her quite uncharismatic on a personality level. I don't see her really connecting with large swaths of voters particularly well. But as I told you yesterday, her policy proposals are detailed. Most of them I agree with, although I have some questions about some of them. And since the fiasco that was the handling of her DNA test, she has been making many of the right decisions. And I would be glad to vote for her against Donald Trump. And I would be glad to vote for Bernie Sanders against Donald Trump as well. Many similarities between the two, important differences, which we've discussed, but there are some significantly good candidates that are running right now on the Democratic side. And good for Elizabeth Warren and this entire, but by the way, this may have inadvertently had the very successful popularizing of the term hate for profit racket about Fox News, which has sort of instantly been mainstreamed and has appeared in all sorts of articles and commentaries. So good for Elizabeth Warren, good for Bernie Sanders. I respect both of their decisions, but I would like to hear from you. Do you think Elizabeth Warren is making the correct decision given all of the circumstances, or would you rather see her? Do you think it would be the right decision for her to do the Fox News town hall? Let me know on Twitter at @DPakman. Make sure you're following me and follow the show as well at David Pakman Show. We'll take a quick break and be back after this. If you love learning new things, you probably want to check this out. The David Pakman Show today is sponsored by Skillshare, and we're giving you 2 entire months of free access to Skillshare when you click the link underneath this video. Skillshare is a vibrant online learning community offering more than 25,000 video classes on just about anything you can think of. Get better at playing an instrument. Learn to use Photoshop. How to edit videos. They have classes on drawing, painting, business, cooking, nutrition, personal productivity, and I'm not even really scratching the surface. I recently took a great class on introductory watercolor painting. I'm still not good, but I am learning, and you can access the entire library of fun, easy to use online courses for free for 2 months by using the link underneath this video. 2 months of learning something that's totally new to you, something you want to get better at, something you already love, or you can get ahead in your career by learning new skills that will help you at your job. I've gotten a ton out of it. Pat has taken some courses that he's found really valuable, and I think you'll love it too. Get started for free by clicking the link under this video.